How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Row's back with another video. We've got something a little bit different today. We've got 5 different versions of classic Spider-Man to go over because I wanted to compare and contrast how I had swapped them and kit bashed them to make them my ideal versions of Spider-Man for the shelf, because everybody's got their preference. So of course I've got mine. So yeah, it's a little bit different. We're going to break down the figures, where they came from, which version they are, like roughly who the head sculpt is based on, all that good stuff. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into it. First up, we have the oldest version of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. It is what is referred to as Pizza Spider-Man because he comes with a slice of pizza and a half unmasked head to be eating that pizza. And it's on, I believe, a Sunfire body mold, which is an X-Men. Come on, focus here. Yeah, but it's a good Spider-Man. It's lean, it's muscular. It's not too thick, as some people have a problem with. I don't, because I like my Spider-Man strong. He's really strong. He's like 200 times stronger than Captain America, so he's got to have some muscle. I know it's like, oh, he's a spider, but you know, he's also a human. Next, we have the Raph Spider-Man, which actually came with a different head sculpt, but like I said, I'm showing you guys my ideal. But it is the Raph Spider-Man with a Steve Ditko retro Spider-Man head, because the red matches perfectly, and it's lean, it's a younger looking Spider-Man. I like the body for it, I like the head for it. It works in my opinion because, you know, it looks like Steve Ditko Spider-Man. But like I said, it did come with the Todd McFarlane head. That is on a different Spider-Man, which I will show you guys in a minute. But this is once again that Pizza Spider-Man body. So it's reuse, a repaint, different colors, deeper red, darker blues. Came with the McFarlane inspired head, but I have a Ditko inspired head on him. So yeah, that is the second version and the second oldest version of Spider-Man that I have. Here is our retro carded Spider-Man on the new retro body that they, well, kind of made for this body. He's a thick boy. It's based on John Romita Sr.'s art in the head, at least. And he's a good representation of the 70s and 80s for Spider-Man, because once you get in the 90s, you get into the bigger eyes and all that stuff. But this is a really good version of Spider-Man. He's a lot more built when John Romita Sr. was drawing him, and that head sculpt matches this body very well in my opinion. So yeah, this is another version of Spider-Man. You can see the progression from earlier to current, well, other than the first Pizza Spidey body, but I'm going chronologically in order. So yeah, there's the retro Spider-Man Peter Parker on this retro body. I mentioned I had a Todd McFarlane head sculpt from that Raph body, and here it is on our Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Todd McFarlane did draw Scarlet Spider, which is with the vest sweater and the fully red bodysuit, but I don't believe he ever drew Ben Reilly. But as a 90s Spider-Man, this works really well, because when I think 90s, I think Clone Saga, Ben Reilly, Kane, all that stuff. So this is a really good representation of Ben Reilly in my opinion, because the one that they gave him was a retro head. The eyes are too small. Ben Reilly's never had small eyes for his Spider-Man. He's always had big, expressive eyes. So I really like this version. This is probably how Scarlet Spider is going to be, or Ben Reilly is going to be on my shelf. Yeah, I really, really dig this McFarlane head sculpt. I originally got it for the Renew Your Vows, but it matches this red better. And then I ended up putting the Renew Your Vows head back on the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Would you look at that? But yeah, so we have the 60s, the 70s, 80s, and now the 90s represented. So the last one, my favorite, because of the pinless body and all the toe joints and all that stuff, is coming up next. And that's a representation of like 90s, 2000s, and onward. And here he is, the GOAT himself, our 2022 Renew Your Vows Spider-Man from the Spider-Man Spinneret 2-pack. Such a great figure, such a good representation of Spider-Man. Like I said, the big eyes are very 90s and onward, so this is perfect for the current modern era of Spider-Man and the main Spider-Man on my shelf. It just so works out that he's pinless and has really great colors and toe articulation. So yeah, I swapped a bunch of heads around, got my ideal Spider-Man, but in the end, it really comes back to the Renew Your Vows, in my opinion. Probably going to be my #1 figure of the year, if we're being honest, when I do my top 10 closer to the end of the year, because come on, I'm a huge Spider-Man fangirl. Spider-Man is my favorite. He's always been my favorite. So to get a pinless, awesome, modern Spider-Man is totally gonna win me over in the end. Like, I love the symbiote suit, don't get me wrong. I would love to see a pinless symbiote suit with a not crooked spider on the front of mine, because the replacement one that Hasbro sent me has a crooked spider, and I didn't notice it until after I sold the other one that was broken, which I did mention it was broken. I didn't just sell someone a broken figure, in case you were wondering. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I love this Spider-Man. So I'm not including the original Pizza Spidey because this is just, you know, these are all different, like, versions, different, well, these two aren't different, but he's a clone, so it's fine. But these are the different versions of Spider-Man, and this is my ranking. Renew Your Vows, Ben Reilly Retro, Spider-Man Retro, and then the wrapped pizza body, because this is ideal Spider-Man to me. Like, I love the small Ditko John Romita eyes. I love the McFarlane eyes. I really wanted them for this body. The reds don't match perfectly, and this is close enough anyway. This is more like ovally shaped rather than like whatever the spider eye shape is. Or not even ovally, like half circly. But yeah, it's great to have all these different versions of Spider-Man. I'm super happy. If you guys are super happy with this video, smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment down below which version of Spider-Man is your favorite, how your day is going, how you're doing. As always, I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.